There's a common saying that goes like this: if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you are right. But what if there's more to it? What if there's something beyond just thinking positively? And no, I am not going to talk about the law of attraction in this video. That is a concept that many people have already discussed on the internet. What I want to share with you today comes from my own life experience of applying Stoic philosophy in dealing with challenges and overcoming them. Well, the answer is simple. Start with what is in front of you. Whatever is in front of you, that is your first step. Don't try to look at the big picture because that will only overwhelm you. Just focus on the next right action. Ask yourself this question: what is the one thing I can do right now that will bring me closer to my goal? 3. Values are not just abstract ideas. They are the foundation of your character. Then you must also have a set of core values. Clear plan. Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Preparation is you have a lot on your plate, and it can be tough to manage your time effectively. A Stoic would have a plan for this situation. They would know how to balance school, work, and personal life. They would know how to prioritize tasks and how to allocate their time effectively. In this way, they are prepared for this situation. Everything also, let me know in the comments below what you think is more important than positive thinking. Thank you for watching. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know what to do or where you were unprepared? How did you feel? Probably overwhelmed? Probably stressed? Now, imagine being prepared for the situation. Imagine knowing what to do. How would you feel? Probably more confident, probably more in control. This is the power of having a plan. That Epictetus said, it is not things that upset us, it is our opinions about those things. In today's world, it can be tough to keep our minds clear. There are so many distractions all around us. There are people trying to get our attention all the time. But a Stoic does not let distractions get to him or her. They focus on what is important. They ignore the distractions. This is why a Stoic is always calm in the face of adversity. They have a clear mind. Our opinions about things are what cause our emotions. If we change our opinions, we can change our emotions. This is why a Stoic always tries to keep his or her mind clear. They are not reacting to every little thing that happens. They are not letting their emotions control them. They are in control of their emotions. You do when you are alone with your thoughts. You are able to connect with yourself on a deeper level. You are able to become more aware of your thoughts and emotion. And when you are more aware of your thoughts and emotions, you are better able to control them in advance to make sure that you are ready for whatever life throws at you. Opportunity is what happens when you least expect it. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So, if you want to be lucky, then you must be prepared. Take some time to reflect on what is most important to you. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Once you have identified your values, then make sure that they guide your decisions and actions. This will make your life more meaningful and more fulfilling. They are the principles that guide your decisions and actions. They are the things that you hold most dear. For example, one of my core values is honesty. I believe that honesty is the best policy. I believe that it is always better to be honest, even if it might hurt someone's feelings. Another one of my core values is courage. I believe that it is important to be courageous and to stand up for what you believe in, even in the face of adversity. Clear values. Many people live their lives without knowing what their values are. They just go along with whatever other people want or whatever society expects of them. But this is not the way to live a Stoic life. A Stoic must have a set of core values that guide his or her decisions and actions. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." The quality of your thoughts is determined by your values. What do you find most important in life? What do you stand for? What do you believe in? These are the questions that your values must answer. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, what is the one thing you can do right now that will bring you closer to your goal? Maybe it's just to drink a glass of water first, then it's to go for a walk, then it's to eat healthier food, and so on. Focus on the next right action. Clear actions always come before clear thoughts. So here are 5 things that are more important than positive thinking. He or she knows what to do in most situations because they have prepared for it in advance. They have thought about what they would do if certain things happen. This does not mean that they are trying to control everything, because no one can do that. It just means that they are ready for whatever life throws at them. Many people have goals, but they don't have clear goals. You are more likely to stay focused on what really matters to you. Here are 3 tips. First, make sure your goals are specific and measurable. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get in shape," say, "I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months." Second, make sure your goals are achievable and realistic. Don't set yourself up for failure by setting unrealistic goals. Third, make sure your goals are aligned with your values and your priorities. There is no point in setting goals that do not matter to you. And when you are focused on what really matters to you, you are more likely to achieve your goals. A goal gives you direction. It gives you something to strive for. Without a goal, you are like a ship without a rudder. You are at the mercy of the winds and the waves. You are more likely to get lost at sea. But with a goal, you are more likely to reach your destination. They don't know exactly what they want to achieve or why they want to achieve it. This is why many people fail to achieve their goals. To achieve any goal, you must first have a clear goal. And a goal is not something distant and abstract. It is something that is within your reach. Seneca said, "It is not that life is short, it is that we waste a lot of it." Most of us have wasted a lot of our lives chasing things that did not really matter. We have been distracted by things that were not important to us. This is why it is important to have clear goals. This is because there are two types of thinking. There is the thinking that leads to action, and there is the thinking that does not lead to any action. Thinking positively or thinking negatively has never changed anything in our lives, until we turn that thinking into action. When Marcus Aurelius says, act in accordance with nature, it means take the right actions based on what you believe in. Positive thinking is only useful if it pushes you to do the right things. No. 1. Clear actions. If you have followed for some time now, then you know that I often say the most important thing is to take the right actions. In one of the videos I talked about how I used to hate the movie, so if I want to achieve that goal, I need to start by taking the right actions. Even though I am not a runner at all and I don't even know how to run, I know that I need to start taking the right actions. Otherwise, no amount of positive thinking will help me achieve that goal. It doesn't matter how much I think about running or how much I visualize myself crossing the finish line of the marathon, I still have to start taking the right actions. First, I need to find the right training program. Then I need to buy the right shoes and clothes. Then I need to start running. Then I need to follow a proper diet plan, and so on. All of these things require clear actions. I cannot just sit around and think positively. I must take the right actions. The secret, because it was all about positive thinking and attracted many superficial people who were looking for a magic pill for success without any effort. They wanted to manifest money and love and success, and they thought that the only thing standing between them and their manifestation is a lack of positive thinking. But that is not true. You can think positively, but still do nothing. Yes, positive thinking must lead to positive action. For example, I have a goal of running a marathon. Now, you might be wondering, where should I start? How do I know which actions are the right ones? Number 2, clear goals. When you have clear goals, you are less likely to be distracted by things that are not important to you. So what are some tips on how to set clear goals? No. You see, if you want to live a stoic life. Number 4. This is why a stoic always has a plan. For example, let's say you are a full-time student and you are also working part-time. Let me ask you a question. No. 5. Clear mind. A clear mind is a calm mind. It is a focused mind. It is a strong mind. You can practice clearing your mind by doing things like meditation or yoga or simply by spending time in nature. And there you have it. 5 things that are more important than positive thinking. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please hit the like button.